Hey there, it's Dave from the Debt Black Hole. I wanted to share with you a story about what happened to me 12 years ago that changed my life forever. My daughter was born. It's hard to believe that it's been 12 years and she's having a birthday celebrating the fact that she's been on this planet for a dozen years now. I look back on the day that she was born just in amazement. The fact that my wife and I, we'd created this life, we brought that life into the world. And there she was, completely helpless in my arms. I can't even tell you how scared I was because I never really had been around babies before. And so just holding her, my wife wanted me to hold her, the nurses wanted me to hold her, wanted me to carry her down to the room actually, so that they could take a look at her. And I was so scared. I was so afraid that I was going to drop her on her first day. And I was so worried about, she was so small. She came, a few weeks early, and so just having her in my arms, it was an amazing feeling. But I'm such a big guy too, and she was so tiny, and I was worried that I was gonna be holding on to her so tight so I wouldn't drop her, but then I was gonna crush her. And I look back on that, and I get tears coming to my eyes because of that. And as she gets older, she learns more and more and stuff. My wife and I were open and honest with our kids about our finances, the problems we've had, the problems we don't want to have, the problems that they see in the economy. We're open and honest with them about everything in the financial world, and even in our household finances. Now, it wasn't like that for my wife and I growing up. My wife, the household she grew up in, she didn't know anything about it. They kept all that stuff from her. In my household, we just didn't have any money whatsoever, and so it was pretty obvious there wasn't a whole lot to say other than the fact that we didn't have money for stuff. And my daughter's been and my son have been blessed with the fact that they've had a lot more than either their mother or myself when we were growing up. And so I'm sitting here thinking about the fact that she's 12 years old, and I'm considering giving her something special for her birthday and an actual bank account, because I know ING Direct, where we've done a lot of our savings and stuff, offers the money account for kids, where you have an adult on that particular account, and you can have a kid and they can learn about money. And so I've thought about doing that, and I think I may actually do that as well. I'm going to talk to my wife about it, but I was curious if anybody out there had done the same thing for their kids. I know 12 is a little young, but you know what? I would much rather start now teaching my kids how to do finances than anything. And my kids are amazing. Whenever it comes to Christmas, whenever it comes to birthdays, they don't ask for, just stuff. They ask for things that they need. Like my daughter, she asked for a bed. That's what she wanted. Her old bed that she's got, she's getting a little older now. She wants something new, and I completely understand that. And the fact that she's not asking for all the toys and all the electronics and all that stuff. It amazes me on one hand, but on the other, it makes me smile because she understands how important it is to make sure that you have the stuff that you need before you have the stuff that you want. And it just makes me so proud, the fact that she's to that point in her life. Again, 12 years that she's been here, and she is such a geek like I am. She loves watching shows with me. She and our thing is Doctor Who. That's what we watch. We watch Doctor Who, and we watch Merlin together. We go to all the conventions, and she's so excited to meet the people, just like I'm excited to meet all the actors and the comic book creators and stuff. And she's such a wonderful, wonderful young lady. And she works so hard in school, and I can't even say how proud I am of her. Just the fact that my wife and I, we've created this young lady who, wow, hard to believe here in just a few years. She's only turning 12 now, but man, she is she's going to be driving here pretty soon. I guess I'm going to have to start that fund, that savings account. And you know what? We may have to do that together. If she wants a car for whenever she turns 16 to be able to get a car, maybe we need to do that account together, so whenever she earns money, if she wants a car, then she's going to have to do it, because my parents couldn't afford to provide me with a car. So I think she needs to learn that lesson too. But I wonder, what have you done with your kids as they age? Do you keep the money issues away from them so that they don't have to worry about it? Are you open and honest with your kids about stuff? I was just sitting here thinking that's why I wanted to do this video, just so that we could sort of have a chat about the fact that, my daughter's turning 12, and I'm so proud of her, and I'm just amazed at how smart and intelligent she is. Of course, yeah, I'm a tad bit biased when it comes to that, but she's actually dyslexic, so she's had issues in school whenever she first started being able to read and doing that, and she's done an amazing job with all the help that their teachers have given her. You wouldn't even know it. If you asked her questions and you saw the grades that she get, you would never know that she's had any problems whatsoever. And I hope that she's able to take that striving, that intelligence with her in her financial life if she gets on her. I mean, it worries the crud out of me because of the mistakes that her mother and I have made. That I don't want her to make the same mistakes. And I know you had to learn by your own mistakes, but still, I mean, it scares me. So I'm thinking, you know what, 12 years old, I think it's about time she has her own banking account and she can learn the value of money. And whenever she's out of money, that means she's out of money. So again, I ask you, what do you do with your kids? How do you teach your kids about money? Share your comments. I'd love to hear them. So I have to say, happy birthday, baby girl. I love you.